What's up everybody, 40 the Broadway Saiyan here, and welcome back again to my YouTube channel, bringing you guys another video on Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the return of the Start Dash banner, which is going to be featuring Lightning, Cloud, and Squall's LD extension boards, as well as Squall's rework. This is also going to be featuring Lightning, Cloud, and Squall's LD and Burst weapons rolled into one banner, and I know there's a lot of excitement about this banner. But before we talk about that, if you guys are brand new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. That way you guys are not missing out on future uploads. And if you guys enjoy what you're seeing on this channel, hit that like button and share this video, as it does help me out. Don't forget to check out all of the fantastic resources out there for Dissidia Opera Omnia. The links will be down below in the video description, as well as the pinned comments. Last but not least, thank you to all of the fantastic streamers and content creators for this game. Those of you that create those guides, spreadsheets, and infographics just to make the experience for this game that much better. Without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about Lightning, Cloud, and Squall. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and talk about Lightning's LD extension boards, Cloud's LD extension boards, and as well as Squall's rework, and as well as his LD extension boards. All of this is going to be featured upon the release of the Start Dash banner, which is going to be going live soon on Global Opera Omnia. So the way that I structured this is that I wanna discuss these upgrades from like weakest to strongest, from personal experience, from weakest to strongest. So we're actually going to start off with Lightning first, and by no means is Lightning weak, even after LD extension boards, but from what she got compared to Cloud and Squall, she actually got the least. So with her LD extension boards, her Crushing Blow, which is her LD skill, it's going to get a large Brave Potency increase, which is, pretty good. And then what it's going to do is that it's going to allow her to recover her Brave by 20% of the HP damage she deals on the first HP attack. Now, if you use her LD call is going to allow her to use her Crushing Blow, and it's going to be inflicting that Thunder Imperil for 4 turns after the first HP attack. So not too much, but that Brave refund and that increased Brave potency is pretty nice. So let's go ahead and just take a look at it right here. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but after that first HP attack, she did get that Brave refund, so that's pretty nice. And then if you guys are looking to buy her High Guard armor with your Lufenia tokens, it's the one that has the Brave damage dealt can exceed the limit of 9,999 by 15%, up to 11,498. Now, because Lightning's turn is still up, let's just go ahead and just use her turns right here. And then we're going to go ahead and talk about Cloud next after we've gone through Lightning's turns, because we all know how Lightning likes to steal turns like crazy. Alright, so we got Wave 2, and I am doing this demonstration on Dimensions End 1, which it's fine, Alright, so we got Squall going next, but I want to save him for last. So we're going to save Squall for last. And then we're going to just have Lightning use a Brave attack here, because I want to talk about Cloud next. Okay, so Cloud with LD extension boards is going to be giving him a brand new effect called Cloudy Wolf for 3 turns. And the way that you get access to this brand new effect is Cloud just has to deal a critical hit. And as we know, Cloud specializes in dealing critical hits because he does have other effects coming from the rest of his gear and passives that improve his chances of doing critical hits. And then his Blade Beam skill, which is his LD skill, is now going to be a 3-hit non-elemental ranged AoE Brave plus single target HP attack that is executed twice. So that's 2 HP dumps, which is massively better compared to what it was before, and it's also going to be getting an increased Brave potency by a medium amount. And that Cloudy Wolf effect is going to be increasing Cloud's own max Brave and physical attack by 20%, and it's also going to be increasing his own HP damage dealt by 20%. So having that HP damage dealt up by 20% is huge for Cloud. And then if you use his LD call as an LD call, he's going to be delaying all targets by 2 turns, which is the effect of Blade Beam. So let's just go ahead and take a look at it right here. Alright, so there we go, and as you can see, we have the Cloudy Wolf effect, which is awesome. All right, so now we are going to go ahead and talk about Squall. However, before we talk about that, I do want to touch up just a little bit on Cloud's HD armor. Pretty much his HD armor has the exact same effect as Lightning's, which is the brave damage dealt can exceed the limit of 9,199 by 15% up to 11,498. So if you guys are wondering what is his HD armor, it's the same as Lightning, same effect. But enough of that, let's go ahead and talk about Squall, because I know you guys are all here to listen to what Squall can do, because Squall has a lot of hype behind him. So first of all, let's take a look at Squall's rework. So for his solid barrel, he's going to get 2 more additional uses, and as you can see right here, he has a total of 9 uses now on solid barrel, which is nice. And then solid barrel base version is now going to be dealing a 50% HP splash damage, and then the plus variant of solid barrel is now a 4-hit non-elemental melee single target brave plus single target HP attack. He's going to be healing his own brave by 10% of the HP damage dealt after that, and then afterwards he's going to be following up with a 1-hit non-elemental melee AoE brave plus single target HP attack. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at it right here. As you can see, 2 HP dumps with that nice splash damage. And you guys see that follow-up. I know you guys want me to talk about that, but we're gonna hold off. But you see that really epic follow-up, which is really cool. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just do this with Cloud, and then with Lightning. I don't want you stealing turns because I want Squall's turn to come up next. So we're gonna just go ahead and delay A here, or just take it out altogether. And we're going to do the same thing with C. There we go. Alright, so then we're going to go ahead and take a look at Squall's rework for his skill 2. So his Renzokuken, his skill 2, the rework for this one is a little bit more minor compared to his skill 1. But first off, he gets plus 3 more additional uses. So now he has a total of 9 uses for this skill 2, which is great. And this one, he just gets an added 120% Stolen Brave Overflow. So not as big as what he got for his solid barrel, but nonetheless, it's nice to have an overflow on this now. And you could also use it more often since he gets 3 more uses. So for the purposes of the video, let's just go ahead and take a look at it right here. There we go, and as you can see, we got the overflow, and you're seeing the follow-up. I know you guys want me to talk about that, but we're going to get to it when we talk about his LD extension boards. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and let this bomb do its thing here. So I'm just going to take it easy here with Cloud and Lightning, since we're talking about Squall now. Okay, here we go, guys. Alright, so this is what you've all been waiting for. So, Squall's LD extension board. So first off, it's going to be increasing Rough Divide's Brave Potency by a large amount. And at the start of the quest, Squall is going to be granted 1 stack of his Roaring Hammer effect, which he gets from his LD for 8 turns. That's a special effect. It's not a buff, can't be dispelled, all that good stuff. Roaring Hammer also now has an added effect of a 20% increased HP damage dealt. So Squall is going to be dealing an increased 20% HP damage dealt. And then while Roaring Hammer is active, this is going to be talking about that follow-up that you guys are going to be seeing. Every time Squall deals HP damage, he's going to be triggering a 5-hit non-elemental melee AoE Brave plus single target HP attack. This has a 60% increased Brave damage dealt to a single target, 120% Stolen Brave Overflow, 50% HP splash damage. Now this follow-up attack does have, a few minor restrictions. You can only trigger it once per turn, and you cannot trigger it after a finish burst or chase HP attacks. But all in all, that's pretty crazy. So pretty much even if you press Squall's HP attack plus, I mean, he's going to be triggering that follow-up, which is insane. So this guy went from becoming, a pretty decent damage dealer when he first came out with his burst in LD to a fantastic, amazing damage dealer. And I know you guys are going to have a lot of fun using him, and I know that he is definitely the prize of this Start Dash banner. Now, as far as Squall's calls go, his base call is going to allow him to use his skill 2 Renzokuken. It grants the caller a 20% attack and a 20% max brave increase for 6 turns. And then afterwards, his LD call, he's going to be using his LD skill, which is Rough Divide. And then if you want to invest in his High Guard armor, it's going to be the exact same as Cloud and Lightning's. Brave damage dealt can exceed the limit of 9,999 by 15% up to 11,498. So for the purposes of the video, let's just take a look at this LD now. So deals a ton of damage. As you know, Squall's a very, very potent damage dealer, and he just does the follow-up now. So very, very powerful. Now the banner itself, it's going to be featuring all 3 of these characters, all the way from their 15 CP up to their burst weapons. If you're asking me if this banner is a fantastic banner, it is an absolute fantastic banner for both a veteran player and as well as a newer player. All 3 of these characters bring value. Now, Lightning may be considered the weakest of these 3 as far as upgrades wise, but Lightning is no slouch. If you are a newer player, she can carry you through a lot of content. So if you pick up her LD and her burst, she's still a fantastic character. It's turn stealing, does the Thunder Imperil, does a ton of damage over time. She is fantastic. Cloud is like the utility offensive, damage guy. He can launch, he can paralyze, he can also dispel, enemy buffs if you have his 15 CP World of Illusions weapon, and he also has that 2-turn delay, so he's fantastic there. And then Squall, what's there to say? He's the champ of this banner. He has that added attack, he has more uses to his skills, he deals more damage. So if this is a fantastic banner for anybody to pull on, granted if you are missing any of their gear, especially their LD and burst weapons. So when this banner goes live on global, again, take a look at your resources, take a look at what kind of value you think these characters will bring you, but trust me, these characters will be bringing you a lot of value because of what they provide. Squall from a very, very raw damage perspective, Cloud from a utility-based kind of a damage perspective, and then Lightning for, I would say, also utility and also turn management, since she does take a lot of turns and she does not add to the turn count nearly as often as some of the other characters. So she's great for that. But all in all, hopefully this video helps you guys out. The Start Dash banner is going to be pretty exciting. Glad that Global is going to be getting this soon. Thank you guys again for watching. This is 40 the Broadway Saiyan signing out. Mahal, everyone.